Citi News.
.3 Citi FM. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Eyewitness News, coming to you live from our studio here in Accra. My name is Sami Wiafe, and tonight I'm here with
Ejubi Wiafe Akinting.
Coming up in the next 1 hour, 30 minutes.
The vision of the United Party is to make Ghana the economic powerhouse of Africa. And our mission as a party is to build a united, peaceful, secure, and prosperous country.
A new political party on the block. Movement for Change is now United Party. Tonight, we hear from Alan Kojo Tremantin, who is leading the onslaught. Also coming up on Eyewitness News.
Government is committing to provide a stipend to support the transition of that category of students moving into private schools. That's negotiable.
Education Ministry to pay 994 cedis per student to private schools under the free SHS program. Tonight, we find out if this is adequate enough. And later on Eyewitness News, majority MPs take on their colleagues on the minority side for opposing the AT Telecel proposed measure. Stay with 97.3 Citi FM on this and other stories on Eyewitness News. Coming up in business.
Economy expands by 4.5% in July 2025 as Statistical Service introduces a new growth tracker.
Eyewitness News is live on our affiliates across the country. Around the globe, we are on citinewsroom.com. Talking about affiliates.
In the Western region, we're live on Beach 105.5 FM and Sky 93.5 FM, both in Takrade. In the Bono region, tune into Greener 95.9 FM in Sunyani. In the Ashanti region, it's Focus 94.3 FM and Orange 107.9 FM in Kumasi. In the Volta region, you can join us live on Revival 99.3 FM in Tajewu and VOV Radio 95.7 FM in Hohoi. In the Northern region, tune in to Radio Bimbila 91.9 FM. In the Upper East region, it's Quality 88.7 FM in Garu. In the Upper West region, we have Radio Tungsong 97.3 FM in Wa and Jarapa 96.1 FM.
You can also join the conversation with your WhatsApp messages, and the number is 0549 986 996. 0549 986 996. AGB has our first story.
Political group Movement for Change has officially rebranded as the United Party UP+. The party says it received its registration certificate from the Electoral Commission on October 3, 2025. According to party officials, the new name marks a fresh beginning and pays homage to a name of great historical significance in Ghana's political history. Leader of the United Party, Alan Tremantin, says the rebrand marks a new dawn that will enhance accountability in government and strengthen the fight against corruption.
A new government that will promote accountable and transparent governance and introduce a policy of zero tolerance for corruption. A new dawn that will at least protect the environment and promote sustainable development. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this is what underpins the establishment of the United Party. The UP, as you've been told, is a broad-based, and every word here is pregnant with meaning. The UP is a broad-based, that's number one. It is a center or centrist party, too. And then it seeks to build a united Ghana and accelerate the economic and social transformation of our country.
You heard leader of the United Party, Alan Tremantin.
Let's go to the phone line and speak to the national chairman of the UP, Boniface Sadiq Abubakar. Good evening, sir. Thank you very much for your time. Why is there a need to rebrand from Movement for Change to the UP? Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Hello? Yes.
I'm asking that why has it become necessary to rebrand from Movement for Change to UP?
Okay. First of all, Movement for Change wasn't a political party, if you care to know. It was an independent movement led by Alam Kojo Chairman team. And before the elections, we went into alliance, transformed in by getting other civil society and other political parties joining us to form Alliance for Revolutionary Change. This we took for the elections. At the end of the day, when we went for the elections, we didn't make it. We came back home to reflect. We went to the people on the ground. We did a lot of research. We contacted people. And at the end of the day, the solution and their suggestion was that it would be better to have a political party. Ghanaians are not competent with independent individuals who come to stand on their own. They are used to political parties. So the best way, because their fear was that if we voted for you as an independent president, who will be your MPs? Who will do the legislative work? So all these things were taken into consideration. And at the end of the day, we saw reason with them and decided to move forward by contacting friends, disillusioned people, disappointed people who feel that if we come out with a party, they were prepared to go along with us. That was one of the reasons why we formed this party called United Party. United Party, by initials, we can call it UP plus. These are the initials, UP plus or 2.0 plus. And so this is a mixture of farmers, businessmen, political activists, name them. They will have a crop of people, and we are dealing with the youth. We are dealing with women, and we are dealing with the vulnerables. So this is a broad-based party. We are a centrist party. We are not center-right or center-left. I would say NDC is center-left, Social Democrats. MPP is center-right, Liberal Democrats. We are centrist, center. So good things, we bring them to the center, and put both left and right, bring them to the center, and deliver the good things to the people of Ghana.
The UP has some significance to Ghana's political history. What went into the selection of the name UP for your political party?
You have answered the question. Because in the first place, the UP we see came from UGCC, if you remember. And UGCC was an offshoot of Aborigines Rights Protection Society. Now, all parties that came out from UGCC. CPP came out of UGCC, led by Kwame Nkrumah, because he was to be embarrassed, he was to be sacked, and he decided to leave UGCC and went and formed CPP. And then later, UP came when Kwame Nkrumah, when he got power, wanted to suppress the UGCC group that had other parties around, because Kwame Nkrumah had the intention of establishing a one-party state. And so, with his plan to do so, it was the secret came out. And by the advice and at the instance of the Otumfuo, who called Bafo or Chiami Bafo Kutu and told him Chiami Bafo Kutu was CPP, if you care to know.
So you are drawing your strength from the history of this political party.
Let me land. You ask me a question, I will not want you to intervene. If you intervene, then it's better you don't interview me, because you put up the question.
Go ahead, sir.
The most important thing is that when it happened, it was 7 parties that came together to form UP. And remember, different bloods come together and form a formidable party and delivered well to Ghana. Because if you go to Volta region, we had 2 parties there. Greater Accra, we had 1, Garci Timokwe party, Atokwashi and Co. When you go to Volta region, we have people like Modestus Apalu, Kojo Ayeke, SG Anto. These were the great people, Deku, Okujato, and the rest. When you come to Ashanti and Bono, we had NLM. They were advocating for federalism. If you come to Northern region, we had Northern People's Party. In Ashanti region, we had Muslim Association Party. All these parties, there were about 7 parties that came together. And then at the end of the day, they were able to deliver for Mother Ghana. So we believe that, you see, when you don't have cross, as we talk, all political parties, if you go to NDC, most of them came from UP tradition. If you come to MPP, you realize that some of them have NDC tradition. So in Ghana, we need good people to come together and be able to deliver good for the people of Ghana, because we have sworn to make sure that we will deliver Ghana. As politicians, we should not be people where we will be going around and people will begin to suspect that this politician is a thief, is a criminal. No. If you come out, deliver yourself that you want to stand for Mother Ghana, it's not about money. It's about you delivering what you can do. It's about character. We need inclusion in the system. We need people who trust. You hand over your key to him and say, I'm going to town to come by you. He comes and sees that his room is intact. Everything is there when he left it. These are the kind of politicians we want. We shouldn't make the political landscape as a place of looking for money, a place of looking for sources of cheating. No. Boniface stands for the truth. This is the most important thing. The people that I followed in politics taught me to do the right thing. They never taught me how to steal. I served President Kufuor. I saw how it was, and I delivered to his satisfaction. Today is a different ball game altogether. So we think that we have a crisis in this country, leadership crisis, ethical leadership, transformational leadership, transactional leadership, charismatic leaders. These are people we want, who are prepared to die for. But we don't want leaders who will come and deceive us. At the end of the day, we'll get to the end of the tunnel and there's no fire.
Sedek, how do you react to people who say that the name UP and its history, which is linked to the opposition New Patriotic Party, you formed this party using this name because you want to break the front of the MPP? How do you react to people who say this?
Well, tell them that, well, what I have to tell them is that that's why we said ours is UP plus. We remember the UP that delivered us up to date. But the core values of that UP, the core values was how to serve Mother Ghana, was how they wanted people with integrity to serve Mother Ghana. You get the point? It was very, very important to say that, I'm with MPP, I'm serving Mother Ghana, and I have a good name, trust, honesty, sincerity. These are the people, they were the core values. And we think that if those things have been forgotten, we will move out. After all, we those who formed this party, we are not MPP. As I speak to you, I was sacked. Which means that I lost, they even came out clearly and gave us letters that we had lost our identity. If you lose your identity, do you still belong to the family? When they were in power, that was when they sacked us. Now you are in opposition, you are looking for me and say I have MPP tradition. No. You sacked me, I'm now going around to look for something good for the family. That's how it is. Life must go on. And we are looking for good things for Mother Ghana. We have good people amongst us, all those who have come to join UP are people you can see from their faces, even though once we can say that there's no art to find the man's construction on the face. But the people that I see are people who are prepared to serve Mother Ghana.
The NPP has announced plans to bring back persons like yourself and Mr. Chemate, who left the party, to go form their own parties, back onto their fold. Is there any plans or any, situation where you may want to go back to your party, the NPP, which was formerly your party?
My good friend, tell them to refer back to the letter that they wrote to us. You see, even if they hadn't used that word, that we had lost our identity. If your father tells you that you've lost your identity, it means you are an outcast. You are completely driven away from the house. So why are you coming to say that you need? At that time, I don't want to use that word, but at that time, because they were in power, they were so drunk with power that they didn't care whatever was going on. That was why they had the impudence to write letters to us that they had sacked us, that you've lost your identities. Why are you coming back? Look at what, you see, we don't want to talk about those things. They are not my concern. But I remember what they did, and that thing is what is coming back to punish them. But I don't wish them evil, because I don't wish them bad, because it's a party. You don't know. Today I'm out. It could be possible one day I'll come back. But then, for now, I'm with UP, United Party, UP Plus, Ghana First, Party Papa.
My final question, are you going to contest the 2028 general election, or you're just using this period to build your base before you launch an onslaught?
If a blind man tells you that, with all apologies, if a blind man tells you that let's stone each other, what does it mean? The one foot is on a stone. We will not just come and announce that we'll form a political party without structures, without planning well. If you want to go into any business venture, you must have a proper project plan before you come out. And the most important thing is that we have sat down, reflected, and that was why up from December, this is the time we are announcing October, 10 months. We went around the whole country, taking the views of our people. People were disappointed. But in the end, they told us that, look, this is the best way we can go. Because I told you right from the outset that some were saying that, how can we have a president, independent president, without MPs and so on? So we realized that Ghana, people are so used to political parties. And so we are now coming up with an alternative third force, a party, not an independent candidate, but a party that can stand as a substitute to any of the two. We are used to duopoly, either NDC or MPP. Now we want you to taste a different brand, and that is the third force. That is why we've come out with a political party.
Sadiq, thank you very much for your time. Sadiq Abubakar is the national chairman of the United Party. Let's go to the other line and speak to Dr. Jonathan Asante-Okyere. He's a political analyst to also get his views on this latest development within the country's political front. Doc, good evening. Thank you very much for your time. What was your reaction to this decision of Mr. Alan Kyerematen to form a political party and with such a name?
Well, let me say good evening to your listeners. In short, I will say that it is a masterstroke. It's a masterstroke in the sense that the name will resonate well with the hardliners and the indigents and those who believe that they own the UP tradition. If you look at it from that perspective, then obviously it is a masterstroke of a name.
You said this is a masterstroke, so
name. Yeah.
A masterstroke of a name.
Yes.
You think it will have any effect of?
Certainly. You see, what this means is that any member of the MPP that is disgruntled will easily be welcomed home to the UP. That is the United Party. The offshoot. No, the one that MPP, right, came out of. So, if you look at it from that perspective, then it means that the name will resonate well with those who are disgruntled within that fraternity and those who will be disgruntled along the line. So, they are positioning themselves to be a third force in the country now, as far as our body politics is concerned. Now, the likes of PPP that used to be a third force is no longer there. CPP has never been a third force, is dead. PMP, is dead. So we saw GUM. GUM became a third force and then is no more. Then we saw Cheddar. He tried his best. But you could see that post the 2024 elections, the members of movement what's it called?
Movement for change.
Movement for change, yes. You could see that there is a representation of movement for change in television political discourses, in radio, political discourses. That is the only way by which you can be a household name. So now that they have metamorphosed into a political party, and with this kind of representation that they have been having along the line, then it means that in some later years they could easily become the kingmakers. But of course, they cannot be the king. Of course, it is definitely going to be between the MPP, NDC, MPP thing, at least for now. Until the period where these two, perform abysmally to the extent that, miraculously, the UP, could have that opportunity. But for now, I am well informed that the Gen Zs of today, especially in the Ashanti region, are no longer getting attracted to the MPP. That in itself is another problem that they will have to work on. And so these people could easily identify themselves with the UP, but what I know is that they are moving in droves into the NDC. It appears that is where the attraction is for now. So the MPP is at the crossroads. Now they are even supposed to conduct the presidential, primaries. I hope they do not disintegrate, because if they do, the UP will be a safe haven for such categories of people, and that in itself could create more problems for the MPP. And 2028 will simply be, there will just be a minced meat for the NDC.
Are we going to see an immediate fail of their impact, or later years?
Well, you see, politics is about numbers. It is early days yet. Probably they will have to go on a drive. They will have to ensure that those who joined are maintained, and they go on a driving force of bringing in new members. It will be very easy for those who get, as I said earlier, who get disgruntled within the MPP to easily join UP, because that is the next near home, so to speak, the next near home. They may not want to join the NDC, but if they decide to join the NDC, well, it's a plus for the NDC. But I'm of the view that the next near home will be the UP. And so if they position themselves strategically, their impact could be immediate or it could be later.
Doc, thank you very much for your time. Dr. Jonathan Asante-Okyere is a political analyst. This is Eyewitness News, coming to you live from our studio here in Accra.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
We asked the new business owners what they want from Old Mutual.
I want insurance and pension solutions that will protect my employees.
Your business growth is our business. For 180 years, we have partnered with businesses to protect and grow their most valuable assets. From tailored group life assurance protection to affordable pension plans, we've got your business and your employees covered. Contact your broker or call Old Mutual on 0509 551 609 today. Old Mutual, do great things every day.
Oh, jump on now. Go. Google me. And what time when you can't park where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car?
No, I not change my car. It be the same ride. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so.
This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir.
Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mind, Seth, be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium, they prevent up to 99% of
mile beyond your expectations. We will get it done and get it done very well now. UBA, best loans and more. UBA, best houses. Steam them natural, chicken, fish and meat. Yes,
Kivo 3-in-1 100% natural ginger garlic onion powder. Incredible aroma, champion taste. This advert is FDA approved.
Ginger, garlic and onion. 3-in-1 Kivo.
Luck is everywhere for everyone. Yeah.
The winning season is back, but this time
I am collecting the wins like jollof at a wedding. The luckiest season 3 is here. Your chance to flip your luck or maybe your bank account too.
2 easy ways to join. Dial *712#. Hit 1 to buy for you or 2 to gift a friend. Feeling lucky? Pick 1 for a random number or hit 2 to choose your own. Pay with mobile money. Done. You're in.
Or go to the luckiestafrica.com. Click community tickets. Choose your number or let the system do so for you. You can buy a ticket for your boo or your favorite barber. Pay with Momo or card if you're abroad.
1 ticket could turn your 1 Ghana cedi into 500 times more. And the whole community could win 10 times over.
Dial *712# or log on.
Let's get lucky together because luck is everywhere.
Play responsibly, not for persons under 18 years. This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
Let your voice be heard on Eyewitness News on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag Eyewitness News.
You're welcome back. You're still listening to Eyewitness News, coming to you live from our studio here in Accra. A few of your WhatsApp messages. I mean, this new party, MPP, is in serious trouble. Whether they like it or not, this Alhaji Haruna from Ashama. The people who have formed the UP were the beneficiaries when the MPP was in power under Kufuor and Akufo-Addo. At the last year's election, after forming the so-called alliance, they didn't even get 1% of total votes cast. Even Nana Kwame Bediako, who is not an experienced politician, beat them. In the next election, they won't even get 1% of the votes. Daniel in Siama. The MPP has disappointed Ghanaians, and this is the reason why their own members are moving to form their own political party. Baba Chairman in Tamale says, whether centrist or UP, the value is still the same. The MPP has disintegrated into chaos and a crumbling entire army. This is the reason why we should continue with the Mahama administration and the NDC administration to do more for this country. A few of your WhatsApp message. You can still send more and join the conversation. The number is 0549 986 996. 0549 986 996. Now, you remember yesterday, the minority in Parliament and members on the Information and Communications Committee of Parliament held a press conference announcing their opposition to the proposed merger between AT and Telecel. They made some few demands, asking that the deal be brought to Parliament for scrutiny, among others. Their colleagues on the majority side of the committee are surprised why their colleagues on the minority are opposing the deal. Let's go on to the line and speak to Anthony Suma. He's a member of the Information and Communications Committee and the member of Parliament for the Nadoli constituency. Anthony, your colleagues on the minority side believe that this deal is not transparent and that it should be brought to Parliament for proper scrutiny.
Thank you. Good evening to your cherished listeners. The position of the minority, particularly to use a press statement to make this request, is somehow surprising. Anthony,
hold on. Do you have a radio set around? It's giving us a terrible feedback. I'll be glad if you could just put it off. Can you hear me?
Now?
It's better.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
Okay, let's try again. Continue with your submission.
Yes, I said the choice to use a press statement to make this request is surprising because of all the tools that are available to them. I would have suggested that they seek audience with the minister to inquire about the facts of this supposed deal. They refused to use that opportunity. They rather chose to go by a press conference. And by doing that, their statement is bereft of facts. Ground rule. There is no such measure, sale or takeover between AT and Telecel. There's no such agreement or decision yet. What has happened is that Telecel is providing national roaming for 80 customers because 80 is indebted to ATC, American Tower Company. And because of that, the tower company is setting services to 80. And because of that, they're going to disrupt services for about 3 million, in excess of 3 million customers. Out of the ingenuity and vision of the minister, there is an agreement so that by the advice of the regulator, National Communication Authority, for 80 customers to run on Telecel network. It has been agreed. And this is for free. It's not costing Airtel, Tigo, 70 million as alleged by my colleagues. So I think that foremost,
unfortunately, the telephone lines are now our best of friends this evening. We'll try and raise Anthony Suma again on the telephone line to speak to him. He's a member of the Information and Communications Committee of Parliament on the majority side, and he's a member of Parliament for the Nadoli constituency. Reacting to a press conference addressed by colleagues or their colleagues or his colleagues on the minority side in Ghana's Parliament, especially those on the Information and Communications Committee, at a press conference yesterday, raised some issues in respect of the decision by Telecel to take over 80, and they believe that this deal is not transparent, and then they made some few demands. A number of their demands, they say that an immediate halt to the current restructuring process. They also want a comprehensive parliamentary inquiry into the circumstances surrounding the transaction. They are also demanding full discussion of all related documents and correspondence and reports. I'm told Anthony Suma is back on the telephone line. Tony, you were making a point before the line dropped.
Yes. Sorry for that. I think probably my network is a little bad. So what I'm saying is that to ask that the deal should be transparent is jumping the gun because there's no such deal yet. There's no deal for which they will call that it should be transparent. And that's why I said that they have an opportunity to seek audience with the minister. Failing to do that, they press statements based on facts. And I see it as a deliberate mischief for them to put the minister and the government in bad light. If that is not the case, they are doing the bidding of someone. Because what has happened is that due to the indebtedness of 80 to American Tower Company took a decision to shut services to 80, which meant that over 3 million customers of 80 will have had their services disrupted completely. So the minister went ahead of time, through ingenuity, by the advice of the National Communications Authority, to move 80 customers on national roaming on Telecel network. And this is what has happened. And this does not cost 70 million. It does not cost them anything. In fact, this arrangement is for 120 days and for free until the transaction advisor, KPMG, is able to give a report on any agreement that can be reached. Then a decision can be taken. So there is no decision. No decision has been arrived at to merge, sell, or take over 80 by Telecel.
They also want a full disclosure of the related agreements and correspondence. You think there's a right call from your colleagues, at least as members of parliament, you should have details of this whole transaction?
In fact, that would have been perfect if they had not gone ahead of such requests to put out misstatements. And look, the press statement is full of misstatements. Look, they take the agreement between Afritel and then government, the memorandum of understanding. They take it out of context completely and interpret it to mean a contract or an agreement for Afritel Recton to take over FHGO, for which the minister has backtracked. It's not correct. The memorandum of understanding was for both parties to do due diligence on the other, and then they can then come to an agreement. So it is also the fact that the minister have come into an agreement to give Airtel Tigo to Afritel Rectum and have them bid a retreat. That's also not factual. So that's why I'm saying that, look, if they meant well, if they really meant well, they would have sought this information from the minister. And the minister would have gladly made available to them this information, including some reports that have been received on due diligence that has been done on Afritel and Rectum. They didn't request any of these. They went ahead of time to put up all these misstatements in a statement and thereafter make a request for transparency. I think at this point it's right to say that the request is misplaced.
Anthony, I'll say a big thank you for your time. Anthony Suma is Member of Parliament for Nadoli and a member of the Information and Communications Committee of Parliament. This is Eyewitness News coming to you live from our studio here in Accra. A few of your WhatsApp messages. Abdul Razak from Boko says, I hope this united party will bring an end to the monopoly being enjoyed by the MPP and the NDC for the betterment of Ghanaians. Hamad says, the rebranding of movement for change into a political party is a step in the right direction. We need a vibrant opposition party that can put pressure on the government to ensure that the right things are done. The MPP has become a useless opposition. The MPP has become a political party with no leaders. They should give us a break. Mau Poma from Aflawo says, now the MPP, I know, will find it very difficult to come back to power. Alan is on a mission to disintegrate the NPP. This is Eyewitness News coming to you live from our studio here in Accra.
News. Be there as it happens.
Everywhere for everyone, yeah.
This year is going to be sweet. I don't just feel it, I know it, because the Luckiest Season 3 is back.
And I'm about to show you how to grab your golden ticket. Just dial *712# and follow the prompts to purchase your ticket. Or go to the luckiestafrica.com, hit community tickets and pick your lucky number.
Or let the system do its magic. Choose how much you want to spend from 1 to 5,000 Ghana cedis. You can even buy a ticket for someone else. Be someone's hero. Payment? Easy. Mobile money in Ghana or card if you're international.
One ticket can turn 1 CD into 500 times more. That's maths we love. Or your community will win 10 times more. So let's get lucky together, because luck is everywhere.
Play responsibly, not for persons under 18 years. This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
Oh, jump on now. Go, me. And what time when you come back, we are not hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car?
No, I not change my car. It be the same, right? It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so.
This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir.
Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mind, Seth, be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium, they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open them.
Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel?
Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you.
Hey, they make a finish my gobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why you hand my gobe inside?
I give you info. Make a fill the gobe too small.
Go!
Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
If home is where the heart is, then let's go home, shall we? Let's go where the entertainment is, where the passion is, where the laughter is, and sometimes even the tears too. Let's go where we feel safe enough to share our opinions
and send tweets,
where we do that embarrassing little dance to our favorite song. Let's go home where the love, the care, and the joy live.
There's no place like home. Connect your home to super fast internet with affordable data bundles from MTN Home. Visit broadband.mtn.com.gh or your My MTN app to sign up today. Everywhere you go.
Who is calling me this other one?
Hello. Good evening, Kwame.
Good evening.
We are into baby foods and would like to introduce...
Wait a minute. How did you get my number? You just use ways and means to find people's numbers and be calling them by heart. No respect for privacy or anything at all.
Oh, Bra Kwame.
Is your business privacy ready? Do you collect and use information of people in your line of work, like their name, number, location? You might be doing the wrong things. Whether you're a big company or a small one, you must respect people's right to privacy. Register and be certified by the Data Protection Commission of Ghana. It is the law. You will receive the necessary training, advice, and guided on the right systems to put in place to help protect information you collect about people. Register your company. It's simple and online. Visit www.dataprotection.org.gh to register. Privacy is the responsibility of everyone. Remember, privacy is personal.
Attention all Christian business leaders and professionals. The God as CEO Business Encounter is here again. Come on board as we explore the theme Succeeding God's Way in a Corrupt Business Environment. Leading the conversations are Dak Dwyer, President and CSO, God as CEO International, Tuchi Goka Ivoi, CEO Ghana Commodity Exchange, Bernard Avle, General Manager Citi FM and Channel 1 TV, Esther Koba, CEO Stratcom Africa, Emmanuel Baba Mahama, National President, Full Gospel Businessmen's Fellowship International, and Paula Isiedu Ofori, Company Secretary, MTN Ghana. Join us for a transformational experience. Date 9th November 2024. Time 9 a.m. prompt. Venue UPSA Auditorium Accra. To attend, log on to godasceo.org/Africa/Accra to register. See you there.
Are you ready to unlock the next big thing? It's a universe of endless possibilities. Get ready to be part of this universe.
Let your voice be heard on Eyewitness News on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag Eyewitness News.
Welcome back. You're still listening to Eyewitness News, coming to you live from our studio here in Accra. GBC has some more stories.
The Ministry of Education has pledged to pay 994 cedis per student annually to support private schools participating in this year's free senior high school program. The commitment was announced during the signing of a memorandum of understanding between the ministry and the Conference of Heads of Private Second Cycle Schools to formalize the inclusion of private senior high schools in the program. Education Minister Haruna Idrisu explained that the support, which is expected to cater for 25,000 students, is aimed at helping to end the double track system in public schools.
Of the 70 schools that are benefiting from this pilot stands at 70 at 44,000. Government have been able to place at least 25,000 to the private schools. Government is committing to provide a stipend to support the transition of that category of students moving into private schools. That's negotiable. We will still discuss as and when we can help you to up it. We'll be able to do so. But for a start, that's the commitment we make to the Ghana National Council of Private Schools for this pilot inclusion of selected private schools in the provision of the free senior high school education as part of government efforts to end double track.
Education Minister Haruna Idrisu.
Let's go to the phone line and speak to the association in charge of private schools here in Ghana. And let's speak to Obenfo Kwesi Jetua, who is the executive director. Thank you very much for your time. Are you in support of the decision of the ministry to find this amount of money for your student, 994 cedis per student? Is that enough?
All right. Good evening, my brother, and to an extension to all your listeners this evening.
This is a very strict question. You know, a very long time, private schools have been crying for the free SHS participation. And one will argue that in that this case, that is why 994 Ghana cedis for a whole academic year is earmarked for the private schools. I will say that this is a good step in a sense that even though if you look at the amount quoted, that is to say is a running cost for the participation of day education in the private schools. But there are other, duties within the MOU which was signed today that also bring up another cost in terms of the ministry who is going to be responsible for that. In fact, one of the key things we need to understand is that, my brother, this is a pilot-based program. And with a pilot-based program, our understanding is that we are really understanding how best this whole private school and this whole free senior high school will be able to gel together and be able to deliver quality education to the Ghanaian learners. And for that matter, we were very careful not to, exaggerate or do things that will, by the end of the day, will mar the integrity and will be very difficult to control. And so one of the responsibility is that government or the Ministry of Education will be responsible for providing a one-hot meal for all the day schools students that have been placed in the private schools. They will also provide textbooks, uniforms, school clothes, supplementary readers, and other approved educational materials by the Ghana Education Service under the Free SHS framework, which even includes this issue of distribution of laptops and tablets and all that. What it means is that there's a whole lot of the educational material costs that the government has taken away from the government, from the private schools, that or from the parents that the government is going to provide. In addition, government is also going to provide an extra amount of 250 Ghana cedis as a cushion that will support the transition period. Perhaps there are gaps within the facilities, more or less the maintenance aspect of the school. The only issue which we have tabled and we are discussing with the ministry, the minister even acknowledged, has to do with the payment of the teachers who are going to work for this. The argument has been that there is a precedent where the government partnered the private hospitals, and the private hospitals were responsible for their employees in terms of who to be appointed, who to be employed, and all that. The government who doesn't want to disturb the employer-employee relationship that exists between a private school owner and the workers as whole. And for that matter, the government has left that one to the hands of the private schools to decide. But interestingly, within the MOU, we are free as private schools to be able to charge extra amount of money in terms of areas of necessity which has not been provided for by the government. And so one of the key points is this. So when a school meets the PTA, and for that matter, they all agree that, well, we need the services of these teachers, and this is how much the school will be able to provide, and we, the parents, also, we are topping it up to support the implementation. I don't see it becomes very difficult for cycling to be done. And so this is a good step for us as private schools. We believe that going forward, this is going to span for almost 3 years. Within which there are review periods that we have to look at some of the actual implementation and challenges and review them. And so this is a case study for us all as media private schools to study and find out how best we'll be able to forward forward to resolve this matter. So we are happy with it, and we are ready to cooperate with the government. Our parents are also happy, and we all will be on the table to come out a proper framework or any framework that will best fit the implementation after the pilot system has been studied. We know
you mentioned. Sorry to cut you, but then my next question. You mentioned is a pilot. Is a pilot project. How many students are benefiting from this private pilot project?
Okay, so we have integrated 70 private schools across the 16 regions in Ghana, and in totality, the vacancy that has been declared is 44,000 vacancies that has been declared by the private schools. But as we speak now, government has been able to place 25,000 students in these schools. We are yet to complete the other schools for them to have the vacancies that they have also declared.
So 25,000 students are benefiting for this pilot project.
Yeah, as we speak now, but we believe that there are more to come because the placement system hasn't ended yet. There are others that are on the pipeline which will be posted to some of the private schools that still have vacancies within the 70 private schools that has been allocated.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time. Executive Director of the Ghana National Council of Private Schools, Nana Kwesi Gentwa. This is Eyewitness News coming to you live from our studio here in Accra.
The Ghana Education Service GES has assured that salaries owed to teaching and non-teaching staff of the service will be paid by the end of November 2025. This follows Education Minister Haruna Idrisu's announcement that the ministry has secured cabinet approval for the payment. The staff include newly recruited teachers who have not received salaries for nearly 10 months. Speaking to the media, Deputy Director General of GES, Smile Gavwa-Gisi, confirmed the processes have begun to ensure timely disbursement of salaries.
Ghana Education Service wishes to inform the general public that following the approval from Cabinet on the extension of financial clearance granted in 2024, the Honorable Minister, through the hard work of our Sector Minister, Honorable Haruna Idrisu and his team, they will be given the green light and be directed to immediately complete the process of mechanization and payment of all recruited staff who are yet to be paid. And this payment will be done by end of November 2025.
That was Deputy Director General of the Ghana Education Service, Smile Gavwa-Gisi.
This is Eyewitness News coming to you live from our studio here in Accra. We'll go for a quick break. When we come back, we'll do business.
Be there as it happens.
Get the details. Every significant financial transaction, every market movement, and all the policies that affect your business. Citi Business News. Be informed.
Time now for Citi Business News on Eyewitness News. I am Ejibi Wiafe Akentin. Let's settle for the details. Ghana's economy expanded by 4.5% year-on-year in July 2025. This is according to the maiden monthly indicator of economic growth released by the Ghana Statistical Service. The new tracker introduced by the service provides a more frequent snapshot of the country's economic performance between quarterly GDP releases for an early sense of growth trends. Speaking at a press conference on Thursday in Accra, government statistician Dr. Alhassan Idrisu said the data from the report shows a steady momentum across key sectors of the economy, with the agriculture sector recording the strongest growth at 8%.
The monthly indicator of economic growth for July 2025 stands at 110.2 compared to 105.4 in July 2024. This represents a year-on-year growth rate of 4.5%. In plain, simple language, we mean that Ghana's economy, as measured by the MEG, in July 2025, in terms of growth, was 4.5%. larger than it was a year ago. In simple terms. While this marks continued growth and it indicates expansion in the economy by 4.5% for July 2025, it also signals a slowdown if you compare it to the MEC figure we recorded in July 2024.
Government statistician Dr. Hassan Idrisu speaking. The small-scale gold export sector has generated more than $8 billion in foreign exchange between January and mid-October. New figures released by the Ghana Gold Board and the Precious Minerals Marketing Company PMMC indicate that small-scale miners exported over 80,000 kilograms of gold within the period, valued at $8.06 billion.
This marks a sharp increase from $4.61 billion recorded in 2024 and nearly quadruple the $2.19 billion achieved in 2023. The data highlights a consistent upward trend in both gold volume and export value over the 3-year period, indicating improved regulation, transparency, and compliance within Ghana's small-scale mining sector. Significant monthly gains were recorded in May, $1.17 billion, June, $959.9 million, and April, $897.6 million, which show strong performance in the second quarter of the year. Gold Board attributes the positive results to its continued partnership with PMMC and strengthened oversight of small-scale gold exports. The collaboration has been instrumental in curbing illicit trade and ensuring that proceeds from gold sales are properly repatriated into the Ghanaian economy. The surge in export earnings is expected to boost Ghana's foreign reserves and support the country's ongoing economic recovery efforts.
Nilate with that news desk report. Away from that, government is committing to make the fashion and textile industry a major driver of economic growth and export diversification. To this end, a comprehensive policy framework will soon be rolled out to unlock the full potential of the industry and will focus on skill development and access to finance to strengthen the textile value chain and support designers to compete globally. Speaking on behalf of the Trade Minister at the Business of Ghanaian Fashion Summit in Accra, Deputy Chief Industrial Promotion Officer Kweko Ofori-Antwi said the policy will help attract investment into the creative economy.
The Ministry of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry is therefore committed to a coherent policy package across 7 priority pillars. This include industrial competitiveness and incentives, raw material and backward linkages, skills, apprenticeship and productivity, finance and access to capital. So, support to quality, standards and compliance, that is support for adoption of international standards such as RAP, Equitex, BOX, ISO quality standards. Trade facilitation and market access, branding, design and digitalization with emphasis on intellectual property protection. Other cost-cutting priorities include sustainability, gender and inclusion, and SME classroom.
Kweko Ofori-Antwi is Deputy Chief Industrial Promotion Officer at the Trade Ministry. Project lead for the Business of Ghanaian Fashion Summit, Hilary Ando, noted that the summit provides a platform for industry players to share innovative ideas and explore opportunities for growth within the sector.
So the idea is really simple, like I said, bringing together the ecosystem. Yes, it's nice to have the ecosystem, but we have people who are saying, you know what, I've been in business for a decade, and I'm really trying to get to the next level, and I'm struggling. How do I get to the next level? So what we want to do at Fashion Nexus Ghana and the platform Business of Ghanaian Fashion is, can we help you provide training and workshops to help you develop? Can we ensure that when your books are in order, you get to a stage where you become investment ready, where we have the likes of, let's say, Injaro Investment, where I can go to Mr. Jerry Parks, show by hand, who is here, and say that, Mr. Parks, I have 50 designers who've been in the industry for 10 years. We've done the due diligence, and we found someone to do the due diligence. I think they're investment ready. Can we look at their portfolio to see who can infuse capital into their business?
You heard project lead for the Business of Ghanaian Fashion Summit, Hilary Andor. And that's all for Citi Business News on Eyewitness News. I am Ejubi Wiafe Akente. Up next is Point Blank.
If you know these sounds, you didn't just live through the 90s, you lived the experience. Back then, connection took minutes. Today, it takes a blink. You express yourself with memes. You hold video calls across continents. You say hey to an AI who responds, "Hello, Kwame." You order rides, dinner, and dreams all from the palm of your hand. A lot has changed, so have we. For over 3 decades, EcoBank has evolved with you, leading digital banking in Ghana and across 33 African countries, pioneering solutions built around how you live, move, and dream today. From our Express Points to EcoBank Pay, online banking in the mobile app, we are where you are. Here for today, ready for tomorrow. Now, that's change. Powered by EcoBank.
EcoBank, a better way to bank your way. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Channel One TV has a way of telling their stories. Stories that empower change. Capturing the trending issues, delving into our communities, getting out the voices that matter.
Almost 13 to 16 people were under the ground and it collapsed on them. Yesterday we were able to make it and remove 8 of them and 4 were dead.
Channel One Newsroom, CNR, brings you an exhaustive coverage of the day's news. 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. every night.
Don't mind in forest reserves, and always when you've created a mess, clean it up. The laws are there. So it's not that you need more laws. It is just that you need more enforcement.
Channel One Newsroom captures the exact news temperature of the nation. From the northern, western, eastern, and southern parts of Ghana, Channel One Newsroom, CNR's got you covered.
Let's speak to the core issues in terms of how we can prevent professionals who have been given the mandate to teach our children, and for this matter, the whole children's standard of care, and how they can live up to expectation.
8 p.m. and 11 p.m. every night.
How can somebody wake and you tell the person I appreciate you for 10 good months? I can't stand it. I'm owing rent. What should I do to be able to pay my rent? I don't understand. They should pay us. Enough is enough.
CNR, telling your stories, empowering change. Catch CNR on Channel 1 TV at 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. every night.
Jenny, our operations are too complex to be managed on spreadsheets. We need real-time control.
Exactly. That's why companies like ours are moving to Sage ERP 300. It integrates finance, procurement, inventory, and project costing across all departments.
I've seen it work. Multi-location reporting, consolidated dashboards, even intercompany transactions, all seamless.
And the best part? Trust Consult handles everything. Deployment, training, and support. They are Sage's certified partner here in Ghana.
Perfect. Let's contact them today. 0302 246 875 or 0244 965 119. Visit their office in Kokumleme or the website trustconsultlimited.org.
Sage ERP 300, built for growth, trusted by enterprise.
Your family's health should never be a worry, no matter where you are in the world. Are you a Ghanaian in the diaspora, a foreign resident in Ghana, or a Ghanaian looking for the perfect health insurance plan for yourself or your family in Ghana? Then the Apex Ebusiapa health cover is what you need. A comprehensive health insurance plan to protect your loved ones. From hospital stays to life-saving treatments, we ensure quality healthcare at an affordable cost. Apex Ebusiapa health cover. You don't just send love home, you secure it. Visit Apex Health Insurance at Zion House, Boundary Road, Shashi East Legon, or call 0540-128-256 or 0501-683912. Apex Ebusiapa Health Plan. Global love, local care.
No!
Announcing Ghana's first unlimited photocopier leasing. Yes, from just 983 Ghana cedis, you can lease a multifunctional photocopier and print unlimited. Yes, unlimited and free paper every month. Guess what? That's not all. Toners, repairs, and maintenance all are free. And oh, I'm not kidding at all. And we cover the whole country. Yes, the whole country. What are you waiting for? Just visit us at www.valexlease.com or call 0244 644048. I repeat, or call 0244 644048. Remember, terms and conditions apply. Valex Lease, affordable document management solutions.
Are you feeling tired after a hard day's work? Have you lost your appetite even for your favorite dish? Viral Blood Tonic is a nutritionally balanced, pleasant-tasting tonic fortified with iron and vitamins to boost your appetite and energy levels for high performance. Viral Blood Tonic, easy to take and good for the family. Viral from Danex Iting Starwin PLC. If symptoms persist after 48 hours, consult a physician. This advert is FDA approved.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
Welcome back. You're still listening to Eyewitness News, coming to you live from our studios here in Accra. This is Point Blank. Remember, Point Blank is brought to you by Valex Lease Equip Limited. Valex Lease, affordable document management solutions. Tonight on Point Blank, we hear from Mr. Alan Chemanting. He's from a new political party known as the United Party. At the launch of the party today, Mr. Alan Chemanting says the party will be the third force in Ghana, break the dominance between the MPP and the NDC, and Ghanaians will see the UP as the next alternative. Let's listen to Mr. Alan Chemanting at the launch of the UP today.
Today, we are ushering a new era, a new dawn in Ghanaian politics. A new dawn that will end the divisiveness, acrimony, and rancor in politics in Ghana. A new dawn that will also end the duopoly in Ghanaian politics by offering Ghanaians a credible alternative and eliminate the culture of winner takes all. A new dawn that will bring about economic transformation, which will translate into massive job opportunities, usher in a golden age of business, and also create prosperity for our country, Ghana. A new dawn that will mobilize the collective strengths and talents of all Ghanaians for national development, irrespective of age, ethnicity, religion, or political affiliation. A new dawn that will promote accountable and transparent governance and introduce a policy. A new dawn protect the environment and promote sustainable development. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this is what underpins the establishment of the United Party. The UP, as you've been told, is a broad-based, and every word here is pregnant with meaning. The UP is a broad base, that's number one. Two, and then it seeks to build a united Ghana. And number four, accelerate the economic and social transformation of our country. Number six, by mobilizing the collective strengths and talents of all Ghanaians. If Ghana is to be considered, all of us, as an army, then we are marching on half strength, because some of our best talents have been excluded from governance and from politics because of the nature and character of our politics. And I want to introduce a new culture of politics in Ghana. It is not enough for people to keep on saying that that's how politics is. No, that's not how politics is. We Ghanaians are decent people and want to make sure that we bring decency into our politics. This is what we are looking for as the United Party. But what is our vision? I'm not even sure what our two big parties, what their vision is. I've not quite heard them articulating their vision. You see, what a vision does is to articulate the aspiration. What is the overarching goal that you are looking for? How are people going to measure you? So if you say that my vision is to become the richest man, then that is your aspiration. That is your goal. And so if by the certain date you are not the richest man, it means you have failed. So articulating a vision is very important. And this is a fundamental problem in Ghana. Do you recall any party that has articulated to you a clear, concise vision by which we can measure their performance? We want to change the dynamics. The vision of the United Party is to make Ghana the economic powerhouse of Africa by 2040. By 2040. And that is what we call Vision 2040. And we are branding this as the Paradise Project. So by 2040, if the people of Ghana, by the grace of God, install us in power, then we promise them that by 2040, Ghana will become a paradise. Now, you may articulate your vision, but what is it that you are going to do to realize your vision? That is what your mission is. And our mission as a party is to build a united, peaceful, secure, and prosperous country. Can you become the economic powerhouse of Africa if you are divided? No. Can you become the economic powerhouse of Africa if there's no peace in your country? No. Can you become the powerhouse if you are not secure as a nation? No. And this, together with prosperity, is what would make us the economic powerhouse. And also, our mission is to provide equal opportunity for all Ghanaians, not for some, but for all Ghanaians. What we have been witnessing since independence is that the opportunities are open for only a few people. The United Party is going to change that dynamics in Ghanaian politics. And it is to provide the opportunity for every Ghanaian to realize their full potential. If you want to become a carpenter, we want you to become the best carpenter in Ghana. If you are an electrician, we want you to become the best electrician. If you are a doctor, we want you to excel and become the best doctor in Africa by 2040. And the icing on the cake is that we want particularly the youth and the women and the vulnerable of our society. We want to focus on them. Ladies and gentlemen, the soul and strength of every political organization is anchored on its values. Say, uni esuna uni ebaya. You are nobody. You will become rich, but then if you don't have values, then nobody respects you. And so your value system as a political organization, for me, is your anchor. And that is why we have defined clearly our value system. I want you to listen to this very carefully, because we've opened our party, we've opened our doors to every Ghanaian. But if you join this party, you must understand that these are our core values. Number one, we want to promote integrity and ethical leadership at all levels of our national endeavor. It's not just for the president. Ethical leadership and integrity is not just for the president. If you are a constituency chairman, you are a leader. And so you have to exhibit ethical leadership. If you are a police station chairman, are you not the leader of your police station? So we want you to exhibit that kind of leadership. Number 2, we want to introduce a culture of discipline in all aspects of national life. We are very indisciplined. If a function is supposed to start at 10, they assume that everybody will be late. So we should come at 11 o'clock. Now if you go to Germany, right from the time where you go to kindergarten, they let you understand that if school starts at 7 o'clock, by 5 to 7, you are hovering around. 7 o'clock, they drop you off. Not 7:30 or 8 o'clock. We need to introduce discipline. 3, we want to ensure that we enforce laws and order. We don't respect laws and order in our country. And our core value is to enforce the laws and law and order in our country. Number 4, we want to promote meritocracy. Sometimes you wonder, so how did this man get into this position? How? And somehow he has maneuvered to become a big man in society. That is not meritocracy. It is something else. And we want to promote that. And also have a passion for excellence. Even in our homes. If you strive for excellence, that's what hard you do. Is that not our culture here? No, but how can you become the economic powerhouse of Africa if you don't have a passion for excellence? Look at all the great countries of this world. And I don't want to mention names. It is clear that people strive for excellence. In Ghana, is that our culture? And people celebrate it, you know. But the UP is going to introduce a new culture. Now, ensure tolerance for diversity of opinions and introduce decent language in our public discourse. That is one of our core values. Are you happy with the kind of language that we use in our media and on the air? Are you happy with that? Because nobody has shown us and given us direction that it is not right to be insulting people just because you have a different opinion. Number 6, we want to instill patriotism amongst Ghanaians at all times and promote the interests of Ghana and not your individual interests. In Ghana, everybody is protecting their own interests. So how can you develop as a nation? You've forgotten about the interests of Ghana and you are thinking about your own individual interests. Number 7, we want to unleash the entrepreneurial spirit of the Ghanaian. What makes Ghanaians different is because of that spirit. But our politics has dampened that spirit in us. You need a new party that will unleash the entrepreneurial spirit of Ghanaians. Number 8, we want to promote free speech and freedom of association. This is one of the core values of the old UP. That is why we are talking about UP. But it is UP plus. Because we've gone beyond even the values of the old UP. That is why we call ourselves UP plus. We want to fight against dictatorship, oppression, and subversion of human rights. I think it speaks for itself. If your husband is oppressing you in the house, is this something that you should be proud of? Or if your wife is oppressing you, now the men are saying, that's up in the council. So when you go to work and you cannot give off your best, check what is happening at home. Somebody is being oppressed, either the man or the woman. So you cannot give off your best. Fellow countrymen and women, as you've been told by earlier speakers, my colleagues, the formation of the United Party is a transition from the movement for change. Look, just look back. With only 9 months of campaign, you saw what happened in this country with the movement of change. People were fighting to death to get our t-shirts. Is that not something that you should be reflecting on? We didn't have money to pay to anybody. The big parties were there distributing money and nobody was taking their t-shirts. But people were fighting for the yellow t-shirts. Even as of now, you go around, people are wearing a t-shirt. Not only in Ghana, abroad. So there's something mystical and magical about that. So people will come and ask, so how is it that you got the votes that you got? People ask. We have not talked about it. We will talk about it in good time. Because if you deny 95% of our polling agents around the country, 95% of our polling agents, you refuse access to them to go to the polling station to observe the vote. How many votes do you want to be able to get? After 5 o'clock, we are all sitting, waiting to hear the results. And people calling from all over the country. Hey, Maza, Mr. Police Station, you are told about your cane here, you know, you see a zero. Until the moment it is talking about resilience. What we are doing, is it not showing resilience and endurance? So don't joke with the butterfly. And of course, the colors of the UP are yellow, representing the gold resources of Ghana, not Galamsey gold. The black is representing the Black Star of Africa. So when we say our vision is to make Ghana the economic powerhouse of Africa, this is what this means, the Black Star of Africa. And the white represents purity. We are promoting ethical leadership. Many of our people don't even need to be in politics, but they want to prove a point. It's only ethical leadership and integrity that can turn our country around. You've also been told that our values are based on the original UP tradition. But we have moved on further to become center party in the middle. We bring our countrymen and women the great transformational plan which we developed under the movement for change and which has been widely acknowledged all over the world. All over the world. If you get the chance to read the GTP, you make sure that the United Party becomes the next government in Ghana. Because we think about Ghana first. That is why after the elections, in spite of all that happened, which I've explained to you, I've only opened the lid a little bit. In spite of that, because we believe in Ghana first, I went and visited the president and said, here you are. This is the key to the transformation of Ghana. We believe in Ghana first. So make use of it. And it reinforces our belief in Ghana first. Now, if you look at the GTP, now I'll just say a few words about that. Because I want you as Ghanaians to appreciate that it is not just a question of forming a new party, but the policy initiatives that we have espoused are relevant today and will be relevant tomorrow. Stabilizing the macroeconomy is very important. And when we talk about stabilizing the macroeconomy, we are also looking at reducing our debt levels. People don't realize that we have not even started paying our debt. 2026, to 2028, that is when the debt burden will start showing. All the loans that we had taken over the years, that is when we'll start amortizing the loan. So you have to start thinking about what is going to happen within the next couple of days. And I could go on and on and on, but I think that we've kept you here for too long. But just also to mention that on industrial development, we will prioritize the development of the 10 strategic anchor industries that we have listed in the GTP, and with the vision that Africa, by 2040, that Ghana will become the new manufacturing hub for Africa. Ghana will become the new. You see, it doesn't happen by chance. We talk about China. Everybody is running to China. But remember, China turned around only in the early 1990s. Early 1990s. That is when China opened up to the world and started real, what I call real manufacturing. 1990, beginning of 1990 to now, they are the second most powerful economy. So there's hope for Ghana, but it is only the United Party that can lead that transformation. On the agricultural front, the UP will aggressively promote the development of cash crops. You see, you can't have agriculture that is only based on food security, food just eating and becoming satisfied. That is important, but that's only the first step. You have to promote cash crops, which is what is going to bring value to farmers. And once you bring value to farmers, they will increase their production and productivity. And also you reduce imports and be able to accelerate exports. So it's very important. And one major initiative that we will introduce when we come into power is to prioritize the establishment of what we call licensed private food marketing and distribution companies. The reason why food prices are high is because there is no sanity in the space of food marketing and distribution. It is a loose arrangement. But in the UP government, every district will have a licensed private food and marketing distribution company. You all remember the old days of food distribution company. But that's not government's responsibility. If you license the private sector, you give them the support, give them the trucks. Every district, they will bring all the foodstuffs from the farms to the market centers. So this is going to be a major part of what we do. And even if they steal it, because we promote Ghana first, it's good for Ghana. But this is the key. Because if we introduce this, it will facilitate the supply of food, it will reduce the cost of food, and then we'll be able to even have more to export. On the education front, the UP will focus on building the skills for the future and directly align our educational curriculum with our national development needs.
Alan Kojo Chemanting, the leader and founder of the UP, the United Party, a political party that was launched today, outlined their visions and plans for the country if Ghanaians should elect the political party or elect him as president in the 2028 general election. This has been another exciting edition of Eyewitness News that came to you live from our studio here in Accra. Remember, Point Blank on Eyewitness News is brought to you by Valex Lease Equip Limited. Valex Lease affordable document management solutions. My name is Sami Uyafe. Earlier you heard Ejubi Uyafe Akantum. Show produced by Kwabna Wilson and Beverly London. Technical assistant from Desmond Nyakon. So we'll come your way again tomorrow. May the good Lord be with us all.
speak first. Reach our hotline on 0302 224959 and get interactive on Facebook, Citi 97.3 FM, and on Twitter at Citi 973.